Oh, hello there. It's surprising how many people have asked me that. I suppose it began with newspapers. Newspapers from the autumn of 1888 were full of little details about the women and the public reaction to their murders. I found that turning the pages of the original printed versions brought me much closer to the times than using rolls of microfilm and digital. Some of the local papers I never knew existed. Take this one, the East London Observer, which covered Mile End, Whitechapel and Spitalfields. And the Tower Hamlets Independent and East End Local Advertiser. But perhaps it was the Dublin Evening Mail which was most revealing, because it described Mary Jane Kelly's home as a miserable apology for a dwelling. I love using handwritten documents. Here's the register for a workhouse, similar to that at Lambeth, which Mary Ann Nichols went into and out of on countless occasions. This is the register of the Peabody housing estate, where she and William had a home. Then there are certificates. This is the birth certificate of Catherine Eddowes, the death certificate of Mary Ann Nichols, and of Mary Jane Kelly. Eyewitness accounts were absolutely fascinating, particularly Henry Mayhew, who interviewed thieves, prostitutes and beggars and recorded their stories. Well, in 1902, Jack London, the American novelist, slept on the streets and in workhouses and interviewed people as well. Charles Booth, a social reformer, drew up a series of maps in which the areas which were poorest were coloured black. Photos and sketches paint a depressing story. Here's Dorset Street, probably the worst street in London. Here's a flower girl trying to make ends meet. And saddest, a woman making matchboxes, so tired that she and her child are asleep. Then there's the field work. I'm in Rose Hill Road, Wandsworth in southwest London, in front of the house in which Mary Ann Nichols, the first known victim of Jack the Ripper, lived as a servant in early 1888. I've moved across London now and am sitting in Manor Park Cemetery, close to this plaque in memory of Annie Chapman, the second known victim of Jack the Ripper. I'm now in East London Cemetery at the grave of Elizabeth Stride. This is Mitre Square, where Catherine Eddowes, the fourth known victim of Jack the Ripper, was found early in the morning of Sunday the 30th of September 1888. About 5 minutes away from Mitre Square lay Miller's Court. This is Parliament Court today. It gives perhaps an idea what it might have been like. It's turned off of Dorset Street, and it's here where Mary Jane Kelly the fifth victim of Jack the Ripper once lived. It's also been suggested that she picked up clients outside this pub, the 10 Bells in Spitalfields, where Annie Chapman is also thought to have drunk on the night before she was murdered. Well, that reminded me of how I did it myself.